The Oceanic Mafia Boys. What happens on the water stays on the water.
Nah.
Welcome back. We are, day 4 of the Barra season? Kicked in and, how's everyone going with it?
Yeah, we only had one day, really.
I was pretty slow, personally. But
Well, no, he's still there. Like, you have a horse and a barrier, and, the Melbourne Cup runs 24 horses. Off we go, bang, gates open. Well, Deacon didn't even get in the fucking gates.
He done a Chautauqua and just stayed there.
No, worse than that. He backed out.
Yeah.
He just went out the back, and he just sat down the back. Trying to find a scoop or something. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Did you fuck up, Deeks?
No, it was good. It was just my
Just a bit
my
slow.
net boy that didn't net.
Bit slow.
Net boy.
But that was a good little eye opener, good little session for what we did.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask you what you bagged.
Landed 5,
Yeah. Landed 5, kept 4.
kept 4, dropped.
One.
I jumped 1, and we probably got 3 or 4 other hits combined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just at mouth of a creek somewhere?
Yeah, just around on some rock edges out of one of the main creeks out of Townsville, and it's on those big tides. There's not really much else to do. You're up in the timber, or you're out on some rocky areas. So that was a cool little start. We did probably 2 hours of fishing at that spot for all those numbers, which was cool.
Yeah.
It's been a fucking shit start to the
Oh,
Barra
you
season.
they expect that. That's why I didn't do any charters until what do we got, Saturday, I think, Friday, tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, so Friday's
Tomorrow's the
first day
start of
charters.
the good tides.
Yeah, yep.
Just as I'm starting to go back to work next week. It'll come good.
Yeah.
And I'll be watching bulk.
Yep.
Bulk fish
I'll
being
send you
caught.
photos.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
I hope you
I'll
sink.
get Deacon to hold them up for you.
Well, why don't you just get Dom to come and hold your fish up for
Well,
you?
everyone seems to.
Everyone but him.
I won't touch a fish that isn't mine. Let's put it that way.
Everyone says that, but then
Yeah.
then it's
Oh,
like,
you
no,
also wouldn't buy a live scope.
Yeah.
or a Calcutta.
Or a G-Levers.
I will not.
He's got the treble.
I will not be holding someone else's fish.
Oh, he's holding the fish.
You have, haven't you?
What's that?
You've held one of my fish.
No.
Bullshit.
I would've-
I'm
would've-
fucking looking back.
If I did, I would have picked it up and thrown it straight back in.
Oh, I would've
But
taken a snappy.
I'd never sit there and just pick someone else's fish up and take the glory.
It's not about taking the glory. It's about nice photos, and it's one of those things. Where if you guys can't catch them in my boat, then fucking you're gonna have to hold my fish to get decent
I
photos.
think I've still got that photo of Dom up the Hinchinbrook holding on to that 70 centimetre you got.
Yeah.
He looked rather happy. It looked like it was his fish.
Hey, you got to make it look like it's your fish.
yeah, he was in the moment.
Yeah.
A bit like Deacon yesterday with that 80 centimetre one. He was in the moment. He loved it. Everyone knows I caught him. It's just
Yeah.
All I saw was the fish in the live well. Yeah, bait tank or live? I don't know what.
oh yeah, keep him alive.
Yeah.
Is there a
Little,
photo?
little cuties in the live bait tank. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Mundy did show me something yesterday. Instead of cutting them, you can just reach right in and pull that vein and just
Yeah, it
say
gets
cutting
about
and shit everywhere.
40%.
Yeah.
30 to 40% of the blood that properly cutting it though. That's the problem.
But
So-
yeah, so, like some of the fish have been fat that I've seen on Facebook that people have been catching. Looks like they had a fairly good Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I dare say there's quite a lot that were from Christmas too. There's a lot of
it's
good
funny
anglers.
you say that
There's a
because I've seen a lot of photos on Facebook from Mr. Batesy himself, and they either look photoshopped or they look like fish he's caught and he's just reusing photos.
No, Batesy's one of those ones where, he's like me. You just catch them when you catch them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys out there that, would have caught a lot of fish. There's a few photos on Facebook there of some nice clean water, and it's like, 3.84 metre tides. Where are you going to find that water? So yeah, no. But it is what it is. You're never going to stop that. So, but yeah, there's a lot of guys who are good fishermen who struggle this week, and there's a lot of other guys that I know, like myself, who just didn't bother. So our first stint at trying to target them, we did pretty well.
It was a good
I
session.
was happy with it. Next week of tides is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. I think we're going to go to Girona tomorrow, if weather permits.
Yeah.
So me and Kimmy and I think Monday might be tagging along. So
Yeah.
Hopefully there's some good fish down there.
No, there's fish everywhere. That's the thing. It's not about where. It's
I
just
don't
about
mind Jerome
spending
as
the
a creek.
time in.
I did get lost the first time I went down there, but
Did
she's
ya?
just all over the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never ever put a charter boat in there, ever.
Yep.
So I fish with mates and that, but yeah, I've never put a charter boat. We fish it from the sea. Like I'll go in and have a fish there, but yeah, I've never actually been in there with a charter boat. So.
Is there a reason for that?
Oh, just sandbars, and it's a bit foreign to the way I fish.
Yeah.
So there's probably only 3 or 4 spots in that river that I actually enjoy fishing, the style of fishing I do. So whereas, Creeks North, they just suit it better.
I have noticed the times that we've gone down there, it's just been snag bashing.
Yeah.
But I
A
have
lot of it doing that.
I have found on one of the bends there's a decent little snag there that, like, the way you like fishing, just throwing, and I think I seen probably about 6 or 7 barra sitting on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you
every
mean.
snag in the open in every creek at the moment will have fish on it. So
Cool.
yeah. So you went down south with Monday?
Yeah. I didn't know where we were going on the way. I think I sent you a photo.
That's the way it should be, and you don't need to tell anyone where either.
It was almost like the time I went down to Brisbane with my friend. We went to South Bank, and like when you go to South Bank and like Sunnybank and all that, you go down a set of stairs, in one door, down a trap door, and then it just opens up into this big fucking yeah. That's what it felt like going to Mundy's spot.
Didn't know it was coming.
When we got down there, I was like, where are we putting the boat in? And he just looked over, and there's this little, looks like it's been dug out by one of the locals, and
Gotta love it. That's how all those spots are down there.
but it was good.
Get in where you can.
There's plenty of
Make
fish.
sure your car's not burnt down by the time you get back.
He said, "Oh, we should just leave the car set up." He's like, "But then if someone comes down, we're dogging them." And I said, "Yeah, that's fair. But if you'd have bought the Parthy down there, there's no way in the world you were turning around where we were."
No. No. You plough your own little way in.
But it was good fun, eh? Just going to a new place and
Yeah.
seeing how people fish.
Exploring.
And
Yep.
you can see why Mundy's Instagram's just full of catching fish and having a good time. Like, I don't know, he's just like,
Lives
he's a
for it.
fish whisperer, mate, eh? Like, he's just one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's plenty of ground down there to do that sort of thing, so it's good.
He
But
caught,
the key is time on water. Like that, he would have spent hundreds and hundreds of days just looking
yeah.
and playing.
Well, that's what he said to me. He goes, like, there's been times where I know I need a rest, but I just go fishing.
Yeah.
I just,
Lives
Yeah.
for it.
yeah.
That is your rest, yeah.
But no, it was good fun. He caught most of the fish, obviously.
Nah. I never
crazy.
fucking would have guessed.
It's funny because we were looking at the scope, and then he'd be like, "Oh, I'm on," and he's fishing out the other side where the scope's not, and he's just hitting fish, and I'm just like, "You're off your base, mate."
He just knows where they are.
Yeah, man.
Scope's on demo mode.
That's what it felt
Matty's
like when he was
Matty's
fishing.
flicking into this tree. There's barra everywhere over here.
I tell you what, we marked some donkeys, but we just couldn't get them to eat, eh?
Nah, that's typical freshwater
Yeah.
dribble. That's why I hate it. I cannot fucking stand it. I understand it, but I just can't.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even thrown a rod in. I would have just sat there and looked for eagles.
Bird watching.
I would have bird watched. Yeah.
That's all. We went down to, when was it? Not last night, night before. I think I was just telling you, I went with Kimmy. We had both our boats down there. I'm not going down the Ross again. Those fish are fucking lazy. Those fish remind me of me in the morning, just not looking to do much. And
Yeah, that's how they are. That's why I don't have any interest in them. You don't learn much from those fish. Yeah, it's an interesting one.
you were right about the lures we made the other day. They do show up better.
The high glitter, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, cool.
I
But it
used one of
didn't
the-
work yesterday for Deacon.
No, I used one of the.
Oh, did you use any of them?
I used the
Yeah.
silver glitter one.
The 150, and the high
150.
silver, yeah.
What did you catch your fish mainly on?
Psychos.
He got nothing.
On psychos.
He caught everything on psycho.
So he used the psychos and you used everything else.
I didn't. I only threw the 150.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I didn't try anything else.
Oh, no,
I
yeah,
actually
well,
threw
yeah.
a twitch it in the
Threw a twitch it.
in the
The
yeah,
black diamond. You like that name, didn't you?
black diamond.
The silver one.
Yeah. No, it was. I don't think I've ever caught a fish on a 150, so I just felt like I wanted to catch it. Don't know.
Yeah.
Like Adam was throwing the 185s in the psycho.
Yeah.
I just felt like I wanted to throw for 150 for some reason, and obviously it didn't work.
Well, like we talked about, like I only just touched on it when we're on the water, and you're like, well, you know, you're getting more bites than I am, and it's like, well, there's those subtle differences,
Yeah.
and there might only be a 2% difference, but that just gets the bite. So, a little bit slower, stop, pause, let it hit bottom, start again.
I think for me it'll be just sit there one day and just watch how you fish. Like just sit at the console and just even you and Jack up the front
just
or something,
beside,
and just
just
watch
beside's fine. While you were doing it, but like your hand speed's faster.
Yeah.
Watch what your rod tip doesn't change for the whole cast. Like I was watching it yesterday, and you know, without like yesterday was a muck around, so I didn't really want to sort of push train you too much in anything, or you know, have a go at you or anything. I was already giving you enough shit because you caught fuck all. But
I might have to have a look in the boat before I leave and see if there's any 185s left in the psycho.
no, there isn't. Fuck. And if there is, they're not going anywhere. But no, you need the red ones, man. Grab all those fucking red ones. Get the cola currant, and carrot colour, and cola, and whatever. You grab all.
You haven't done a cola one, mate, so you can't throw that shit at me.
Carrot, isn't it?
No, your fucking red and carrot just ain't gonna work.
Well, you know, it's gonna work. You'll get it one that'll work.
I'm convinced I'm gonna get these.
If he gets one on one of those fucking red ones, I'll have fucking 20 in the boat by then.
Well, I gave. Do you remember those big ones when we did the pod with Dean? You had the 230s. I gave the one that I had of that to Kimmy. So I said to him, "If you catch anything, mate, we want photos with that thing in the mouth."
That's where you just go catch it.
If anyone's
that's
gonna,
where you know he's lying.
if anyone's gonna catch it with the red one that big, it'll be Kimmy because he only targets big fish.
Or Dean.
How's that going for him? How many's he got?
He's hit a couple of 90s already. So I think he posted them on his NQ Paradise Instagram yesterday.
Cute.
Did he get any yesterday?
Who's that?
Kimmy?
Yeah, he was. Where was he fishing? I think he was at Girona yesterday because when I sent him a snap when me and Mundy were fishing, and he sent one, just like obviously with the fish.
Yeah. So must have got a couple.
He would have got a couple because he predominantly just uses the front vision, like he's the forward vision guy. Like with he doesn't really use the scout like what we use, but yeah, he's obviously perfected it and loves it. But
Yeah, that's how you start.
Everyone has
It's
their
not having a go, but that's how everyone starts because they don't know where their lure is. That's the simple way of putting it.
yeah,
If you don't know where your lure is in accordance with those fish, then you have to be using front boat mode because you're trying to get it on their head so you can watch your lure go straight down to the head. So it's got nothing to do with preference. It's just that works better for that person
yeah,
by knowing. Whereas if you're in 3 or 4 metres of water, I can understand it for 10 metres of water, but if you're on 3 or 4 metres, if you don't know that fish is at 2.5 metres with your, up and down with your perspective mode, then yeah, you're not working that contour, you're not working that area the way you should be. And that's the difference, like I was saying to Deke yesterday. I'm up and down with the rod tip, dropping it down to a level where you know those fish are, and if you bump a snag, you're quickly lifting it out before it gets hooked up. Whereas Deacon was throwing, letting it sink for a little bit and then just slow winding. So you were probably 1.5 metres above a lot of those fish.
Probably.
So
Wasn't in front of
you've
them.
got to have that feel for where your lure is to what depth it is.
yeah.
And that's where forward mode takes that out because you can watch your lure go down and just before it's a snag, you wind it. And just before it's in front of the barra, you keep it at that level. So if it works, yeah. So I don't want to do that because I can't teach these guys how to do it. I just always want to do that. No, I don't think it betters you.
I think I like the scout because you're not just fixed on like what's in front of you. Like you can actually keep an eye on what's also going out 10 metres either
100%.
side of where you're looking.
Or you fixed on one fish, and that's what I'm saying about depth wise and where the areas he would be fishing. Like I can guarantee I know exactly every spot in every creek that he would be using forward mode. I've fished them for years, and it's you don't see variables and different things happening if you're in forward mode. So, yeah. And that's not saying, it obviously works for him,
Yeah.
but he's missing a lot too.
Yeah.
Missing a lot of things that go, you're fixated on a 90 centimetre fish, 2 metre 20s come swim past the bank.
You're not going
You've
to see him.
completely missed them. So I'll take that chance so I can get those big fish. And it's even yesterday we sort of scouted around, we looked around, and then up against some rocks there, it's like, oh, there's a few fish sitting there. So we zoomed in, and it's like, oh, they're only little fish. So I think we went and smacked the 60 and
Guess what you caught it on?
smaller.
Guess.
What?
Blake Diamond.
Oh no! I ended up
prawn.
putting a cola prawn on. I put a cola
Why do
prawn
you
on.
throw shit at me when you've caught some great fish on them in the last couple
No,
of months?
how great was it?
It was just like,
It was an illegal barra.
yeah, it was actually. It was about 40
So
centimetres.
it was a bit, if fucking wet and drenched and dragged out and done a roller pin on it, maybe it went 40, but it was probably 30.
Still a fish. I didn't catch a fish yesterday.
Yeah, and it lasted one cast, the old cola prawn. Tail fucking busted off it, and it's like, nah, fuck that. So did I have another cast with another one?
No, you didn't.
No.
Tied back on a
straight back to 185 and got a
Cast
legal,
it.
and then got a legal one. Oh, yay. So, yeah, rule of thumb, don't fucking use anything else apart from a 185.
Apparently so.
Yeah. Well,
In Psycho.
proof's in the pudding.
In Psycho.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's interesting because you would miss that if we were fixated on those 80 and 90 centimetre fish that are out a little wider and sitting there, you wouldn't have seen that little school and then a little bit of a session there. So that's why I prefer scout mode. I don't miss anything. I see what's going on. You see bait fish habits, you see current lines, you see everything like that.
Mundy's fairly in tune with it, eh? Like, because he was sort of showing me a few things that I missed personally, and then I was like, oh, fuck. So,
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm not
That's
an
why-
expert on it. I could probably tune mine a lot better than what it is.
I mean, Deeks saw a lot of stuff the other day because we went down the Bowley for a look, and you saw a few fish that I didn't see, and now you sort of...
Yeah, just saw a couple swim around.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you're in tune to it. And it's like anything. It's like working a computer. Get me typing on a computer. Well, fucking, I need a lot of days to be learning how to type.
Have you ever wondered how long it takes him to write one of his big, long posts? Or if he's just using
I'll get
AI.
AI now?
I'll get Deacon to do it. I don't do
Chat
it.
GPT.
Deacon or Sue does it. I can't read. I can't write. Struggle my ass off. That's why you get that predictive stuff. Yeah.
He just speaks into
How do
it
I
now.
spell that? I know if I can get the first 3 letters right, it'll tell me.
Like
it'll
me,
give me
like me
through.
with connoisseur before.
Connoisseur.
It's got an I before the E and the U, believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
What colour do you call that?
I don't know.
He does.
Tackle world
It's
colour.
a tackle world colour.
Yeah,
Black tail gold fleck. I think
black and
is
yellow,
the,
black and yellow.
is the technical term. Black tail gold fleck.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So,
Tackle world colour.
yeah, just one of the tackle world colours. There's 9, I think, tackle world have.
Mm-hmm.
So I made them put in the Psycho glitter colour. They're all custom colours that they chose. And then, yeah, I forced them to put the Psycho glitter in because really it's the only colour you need.
Do you make the Psycho with that tail in these sizes as well, or?
What do you mean?
Well, that's got the bigger, fatter tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer
No,
tail.
yeah, yeah.
And the hammer tails have got the purple thread through it.
Yeah. No, I just wondered.
Yeah.
Because that's a different shape of the tail there on that one.
Yeah, it's a hammer tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the hammer. That's why it vibes.
So, yeah.
I'm just sorry. I'm just sorting my shit. I think I got Jack messaging.
Oh, he trying to work out if he can come in and join in the podcast
Just trying
again.
to work out how to work these phones. No, Dean, Luke, and another guy. Jack's not there yet. Oh, cool. Yeah. So, what was your biggest fish yesterday?
My biggest fish, 55.
55.
There was,
That's bigger than Deacon.
oh, yeah.
I didn't catch anything yesterday.
You're in front.
Sue,
You're in front of
Sue
Deacon.
Sue did like the
Me,
photo I
Deacon.
got with it. She's like, oh, the Audacity shirt.
I didn't even see a
and,
photo.
and the GIMP lure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving you fuck all, mate.
Gimp lure in it too.
Yeah.
I sent it to Dom.
Did you? Yeah. It was,
I sent it to Dom and said, have a look at this bloke with the Barra. I said, yeah, apparently they got a 76 and a 59 and a whatever. And he's like, well, that one wouldn't be fucking 40 centimetres.
That one was 55. Mondays was 69, and I think it was 74 or something like that. So the first one, I think I got the footage. We had the GoPros running at that stage. It sort of took him out and dove over one of the things, and we had to fucking chase it. So, but yeah, it was like I said, fat fish.
Freshwater.
Yeah.
Just a different breed, the salt water. Shorter,
Lazy.
stumpy.
Maybe I need to go swimming in salt water, lose a bit of weight. Is that what you're trying to say?
Swim the Maggie back a couple times.
Chase your food, bud.
There is no way in the world you would ever see me swimming.
I reckon if you spent 3 days in the water trying to chase a garfish with your mouth,
Chase a garfish.
I think you'd lose weight.
And then
You'll
sit in
fucking
the
definitely
current
lose weight.
4 hours in, you just see me floating.
old dugong's fucked. The old dugong's gone. No wonder they're grass feeders, eh? They couldn't chase anything else. Matty'd be a vegetarian.
You would
He'd be
never,
vegan. Matty'd be vegan.
You'd never see me swimming in any salt water. It's like,
You hate salt water, don't you?
no, I just don't like to tempt fate. Like old mate down there, was it last year or the year before? Just goes for a casual swim along Bondo Beach, and then that great white just comes straight up from under him and just tears him apart.
One in a million.
It happens.
See, I'd rather die like that because a croc would bloody just, he'd play with you.
No, he'd crush you. He'd crush you, spin you, knock you out. It's all good. Yeah, it'd be a fucking big croc.
Actually, there's a big croc that we saw at the bowlie the other day, eh? That big
Hey,
That
that's
big
some size to him, yeah.
black croc that's up the top there.
Feel like you shit yourself.
Black
eh?
one.
I don't like fucking with crocs, bro. I'd rather stay well. Yeah, he's big, darker skinned croc.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't seen one that dark for a long time up here.
Fair enough.
He was just past the 3-ways there, heading up the creek there.
Just slithering. Now he goes, oh.
Then we see those young fellas come past us in that little boat with the
Yeah.
top of the boat sitting above the water. I'm like, fuck, mate. All he'd have to do is just come up and go, hey, boys.
That little 6 horsepower, that much above the water.
They've got no interest in that, though.
No.
It would have been done 100 times by now if they did.
Yeah.
That's why it's actually interesting. The Black River's got a. I went to Mum and Dad's the other night for roast night,
Yep.
and they've got a fucking croc trap in there.
Mad inboard,
Really?
Gaz.
They've got a croc trap in the Black River.
Really?
And it's like you have had the same 3 crocodiles in there the last 5 years, and they've managed that area really well. When they want to go eat a pig, they'll go up QNI ponds, they'll eat pig. They'll come back to the mouth. You've got 1 big one, 2 medium-sized ones. And you want to fuck with that ecosystem. And it has to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen, is removing one of those 3 crocs. And what will happen is they're probably going to remove them all, and it'll leave the way for one to come in. And you get a rogue one that'll come in that will take someone's dog or will take someone off the off the
something
beach.
that's not used to the people that live there.
Whereas at the moment, I can go swim in that water every day. It's not coming over.
I
They're
have.
scared of us. Yeah. They're scared of us. There's no... Yeah, it's just silly.
Just they're used to it. They've been there that long.
There just seems to be like a lot of people making decisions that have no fucking idea what they're actually...
Well, what happens is that someone who has not gone and spent any time at the mouth there has gone for a walk with their puppy dog and seen a croc over there, and
Yeah.
it's dangerous. And it's like, no, it's not fucking dangerous. Just let it be in its environment. Like, if it's dangerous, it'll come and eat you. Go stick your toe in and see it come up.
Well, you
I'd
won't.
rather see the croc than, be there than half these humans, to be honest. Fucking,
It's no different to
Just
walking down
does
the
my
main
head
street
in.
of Townsville at the moment. You got all the crackheads sitting there. Like, there's every chance they'll attack you too, trying to get your money.
Oh, there's way more chance of getting hit by a stolen bus from a 13-year-old kid driving in Main Street of Townsville than getting eaten by a croc in any of our rivers.
Who's had 5 slap on the wrists already for
So-
doing the same thing?
That was last week. Yeah, probably, 70, 80 infringements. Yeah, no, don't get me onto it. Leave the crocs around Townsville alone. There's nothing like none of them are dangerous. You stay in the boat, you stay up the bank, you've got no chance of getting eaten by one. I understand areas like the Johnson up north, those sort of areas with cane farmers and that, like they're starting to, the numbers are starting to go up there and they become a bit territorial. That's fine, but these ones around Townsville, like they're fine. They've never tried to jump in a boat It just does my head in that people want to change that ecosystem. I don't understand that if you take the big ones out, the little ones will get more aggro. One will be trying to be dominant, and that's when problems will occur. So, yeah. Get me off that topic.
It's no different to the Middle East. They got rid of Saddam Hussein, and then everyone else tried to take over. And
Well, that's going next level, man.
but it's the same thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a bit like our welfare system, you know. If you just wiped out that 60% of the world, Australia would be a better place too. So,
And the bloke running it. Yeah. Anyway, we won't go there.
nah, let's get back to fishing.
How was you love the cob loaf this morning?
Yes. Yes, it was quite good. I'll put some back in the fridge. I'm sure Eva will want some when he comes home.
I reckon what you should do is just get some alfoil and put it in the fridge and just put like a little bite in it and just say we saved you some.
Just a little tiny bit. Or just take a photo
It is
and
one
send
thing
it to
she
her now.
likes. Oh, that too.
And just say, oh, sorry, there's none left.
I'll send that to you now. You can.
Although
send
we're
it to
going
her.
out for dinner tonight, I think.
Oh, you're going to the steak place.
Yeah, Jodie and Dot.
Mm-hmm.
Going on a triple date with me 4 girls.
You're right.
Eva, Sue, Jodie and Dot.
Oh, okay.
What a fucking... what a night. What a night.
I don't.
Can't wait.
Because you're going to that steakhouse, aren't you?
Yeah, Shore and Co.
Yep. I haven't been there yet.
No, yeah. It was good. Well, the last time we went out for dinner with Jodie, we went to Mamor.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Can't fault it whatsoever. It was beautiful.
Did you try the beef tartare there? The raw mince?
No, the reason I'm not answering is because you know my... No. See, I'd rather go and, chew on a cow's leg in a paddock
I don't mind trying stuff.
than eat it in a fucking restaurant.
It had the nice runny
I've
egg
heard
on the
that
top.
about
You break
you. You
it.
try everything.
Yeah, I love food,
Try
mate.
everything once. Sometimes twice.
But yeah, Shore and Co. definitely on my list to go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, everyone's talked up the big 1 kilo tomahawk or whatever they
Oh,
are.
I can't do that. It'd be a waste of money.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you what, but before I had my stomach cut a couple of years ago, all these food challenges, mate, I'd do them in a night. All 192 kilos of me. I see Jimmy Judge doing a fair few of them, and I'm just like,
He was in town the other day.
I could smash some of these things that those boys were. I used
Yeah.
to, at the height of my weight, there's nothing to be proud of. I understand that, and I'm not promoting bad eating.
But I was the king of it.
But I was I was bet one night that I couldn't eat 2 of the Riviera pizzas, the big ones.
Yeah.
Smashed.
Yeah.
It's $500 well spent.
Yeah, see, that's
That's a bit far.
spew.
That's a lot.
That was just before I went and got it done, and then I was just like,
That's a lot of food.
I have 3 pieces of that, and I'm fucking
Even 3.
too much.
bro, money involved.
Yeah, I'm all for winning bets, but
I heard you don't pay him, but Batesy's looking for his 200.
oh yeah. Well, I did actually catch up. Well, was supposed to catch up, and he pulled the pin. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
I'll leave that
busy
one there
man. How about I just give you, since you're a fucking.
Well, he said just
You
give
know.
it to Deacon because
Yeah,
there's a
I'm
rod
going.
that he's buying.
I'm going into it.
Oh
on
no! Well,
Saturday.
yeah, I'll just give you the. Yeah, I'll buy that rod off you.
You're a candy rod.
Yeah, so I'll give you the money. Oh, I owe Batesy $200.
Mm.
So that's what you're selling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll just give you the 200. You give him the rod for free.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's easy.
That works.
Yeah. It's just a time thing.
I'm glad we got that
You know,
sorted.
I have absolutely no interest in walking into Fishing Warehouse. We went to Tackle World the other day because I had to go in.
Yeah, I
right?
know.
We were fucking there for an hour and a half. Yeah. Fishing Warehouse. I've got.
I never asked.
I've got
He's
3
looking at
mates
me.
who work there.
He's looking at me like I'm like, oh, we should go to Fishing Warehouse. He was going to Fishing Warehouse. He's like, come for a drive.
I was going to Tackle World.
Tackle World.
Yeah. Yeah, but I only got one mate at Tackle World, and Fishing Warehouse. I've got 2 employees and another mate, and it's like, oh fuck, I'll never get out of there. So no, I won't be there.
Well, I mean, it was that bad at the Tackle World. Everyone was busy, and then I was doing Brad's job trying to sell Casteaks to that old lad from the Hinchinbrook.
Yeah, that wouldn't be hard doing Brad's job though, eh?
I'm not touching that.
He's good.
He is a Manchester
He
City
is a
fan,
good
but
kid.
I'm a bit on the fence there.
Nah, Brad's good. Robbie's a legend. Trying to get Robbie on a podcast. that bloke.
Is that the lad with the beard and the glasses?
Yeah. So he's forgotten more than any of us know. You know,
He just won't talk. Oh,
no, he doesn't. He doesn't like the whole. You know, look at me. Even when he was a guide.
No, that's fair.
He's like hide and seek. Yeah, it's which I understand, but I just think that there's a wealth of knowledge there that we've got to tap into.
I think people would be interested to listen to the story of like how he went from guiding.
To opening a tackle shop.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't open it. He just worked in it. He just works
did
in
he?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't own it.
But even that, like, you know, he's sort of just left that behind.
It's
and he's
intriguing
doing that now.
as shit. And what it shows is that there is no ounce of ego in his attitude. So I've heard it. I know the story. And yeah, I just think it'd be an awesome podcast. I think a lot of people could learn a lot from.
I'll go over and have a chat to him and be like, hey, mate.
Oh, yeah, I'll fucking, yeah. I'm a celebrity. Oceanic Martha celebrity here. He goes to every fish and tackle shop every second day.
Talks about everything.
Hey, I heard he's taking donuts. He's fucking taking donuts in for him, mate.
Special treat.
Yeah, old Tedler.
Teddy's lived down the road from me for years.
What we've decided is we've got two Well Vision kids here in Batesy and Teddy. They're our sponsored kids. So we got to feed them and do all that sort of stuff. So I'll leave that on Matty.
For just $1 a day,
$1
you
a
could
day.
feed Teddy. I think he's Jamaican,
He
not
is
African.
Jamaican, but it is what it is. But yeah, no, Matty loves it. He loves the socialising side. He loves going in talking and
Food, bro.
Whereas
I
me-
love
me,
giving
I'd-
food to people.
man just dies for a day at home not
See,
talking to anyone.
I
eh?
was the same as Matty 8 months ago, and now I can't go anywhere without someone recognising me, and it's just annoying. Like the other night, I went to the bowling barn for dinner with Mum and everything, and I had 7 people come up to me.
I love it.
I was
so
trying
good.
to get face paints with my little sister, and there's 7 people come up to me. I was like, yeah.
That's so good. See, that's why I used to take photos of my fish. So no one knows what
To
it
be
looked like.
fair, I was in an
If in the
Audacity
next,
shirt.
yeah. But in the next 5 years, people forget what I look like.
Yeah.
How good's that? I might even go get some plastic surgery. Sort of half look decent.
So
I
you
might be
can't
someone else.
complain that you're getting noticed in public while you're wearing your work shirt.
It's not my work shirt.
Going
I
out.
was wearing my black one. My
Oh,
going out.
the
shirt.
going out shirt.
Oh.
Unless you're Matty Parker and then you wear a barra fishing.
You wear your black one. Going.
Oh, haven't you seen the photo?
No.
Oh, wait there. So we're talking
Come
about 95 centimetre fish.
So-
Sorry, 55
Well, what? So
centimetre
is that a
fish.
going out shirt? You wear the fucking thing in the boat as well.
Oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm Adam fucking Finlay. I'm sweet to do whatever.
I pay for the fucking shirts. I'll wear them where I want.
Oh no, I just wear the blue one fishing because it's
Here we
cooler.
go. Here we go. Is this not the sexiest photo? Look at it. Hey, is it blue steel? What's that?
That is
What's
not
that?
55.
What's that 80s movie?
That
with
was
the-
55.
He's got big fucking.
Come on now.
He has got big fingers. We'll put this on the podcast because that's not 55.
Is that a 130 in its mouth?
120 by the looks. Oh, wait, then no, it's a hammertail. No, it's a normal prawn. I can't zoom in enough because.
No, it's a 120.
In
yeah.
fairness, I'm standing behind the fish, so that's probably what makes it look smaller.
It's a 130.
Yeah, so wait there. The logo on the shirt is about 8 centimetres.
That's like the whole fish there.
That's fucking the head of the fish, yeah.
Mundy saw it when I measured it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll wait for an official
Yeah.
comment.
I didn't see
From
photos
Logan.
of it up against the brag mat.
We will wait for an official photo.
What is that?
Oh, I'm just looking at Dean Heath's pictures. So
All I thought
sent-
about was getting a photo with a barra with the gimp lure in a fish's mouth, and I'm copping heat for it.
He must have known you went fishing.
What the fuck?
Dean's just sent me a photo
Has
of
he got a day
Logan
off or something?
with Logan and Matty. And
Oh, is he?
that's so good.
Is he on Logan's Instagram?
Must be.
Is that why?
'Cause-
I don't know.
well,
I
'cause
don't
I
do
posted-
Instagram.
Or Facebook. 'cause I
No,
think
no,
it
no,
went on
no.
both.
It was on Instagram. I tagged Mundy so he could see his fish.
Is that one of his
Yeah,
photos too?
that's fucking hilarious.
Is it?
Is that Dora the Explorer?
I don't know.
That's Batesy.
Oh, is that Batesy's photo?
That's his hat. That's his
Yeah,
Batesy's
and that's
hat.
Dora the Explorer.
That's Batesy's hat and his dress.
Dean.
We might have to post these because
so
people at home are thinking we're laughing.
Do you know when? Do you know when that started, Deeks? So the other night, I took a photo that I saw on Facebook and put Dean's head on it, and it was this. It looked like it was a fish that had been stretched out with Photoshop.
Yeah, right.
And I said, "Oh, Dean catching big ones."
Oh, with that cuddle.
So he's worked out how to do it himself.
He must have the day off or something.
No,
Having a bit of fun.
he's just working hard. Hardly working.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, that's bloody hilarious. We'll have to post them up because people are just going to laugh at what we're talking about.
Did I sent that to you, didn't I?
That photo?
Of
You sent it on the Oceanic Mafia chat. That we've
Oh,
got
I
with
did
Sue.
too. No. I posted that on the story, on Oceanic Mafia story. With
Your
Dean.
photo?
Yeah, no, the one I took, the one with Dean with the stretched out Barra, and I put his head on.
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah.
So he's firing shots back.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit slow in that regard.
yeah. He's definitely firing.
I thought
shots
you
back.
meant about your photo.
That must have hurt him, but because normally he doesn't do much.
You know what's funny about his photo when he sent it through, and I was chatting to Dom last night about it. Dom's hanging shit. He's like, that's not even blah, blah, blah. I look over at Sue, and she's pissing herself. And I'm like, oh, she must be listening to this conversation. I said, how big do you reckon it was, Sue? She's like, couldn't be any bigger than 40. I just pissed myself.
Wow, even Sue's giving me shit.
Yeah, well, look at it.
It's 55.
You
bro.
need to push it out, mate. Like
Push it out, put it more
do
to the
something.
centre.
You need to do something with it because that.
I'm
did not-
standing behind the fucking fish, so I make anything
well,
look
maybe-
small.
No, you need to put it more
That's
to
why.
the centre.
That's why
tilt the
Adam
head
likes.
down.
That's why Adam likes standing beside me. Because I make him look
I'm
thinner.
slim. I'm slim, Jim. No, that's hilarious. You need to catch bigger fish, mate. That's the easiest option.
Look,
To be honest,
I'm just happy that there
55's
was-
not that big.
I'm just happy there was fish.
Watch them 60s before.
I'm just happy there was fish in the boat to start with. Start the season. So.
Especially as a plural. Fishes.
Hello, Miss Bailey.
Fishes, yeah. Yeah,
Bailey
no,
never used to
interesting.
like me, and now she just can't get enough of me.
Yeah, because you bought food.
Bro,
Pretty
you should
fucking simple, really.
Wait, I come to the door the other day. Steve just hits the door, face height.
Should have seen him this morning.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
Yeah,
He
he
come
nearly
in, he
ripped
was
his
sitting
head off.
there, and
What
I
happened
just
to
opened the
redheads
door.
sticking together, Steve?
Nah.
You just
ripped his
opened the
fucking
door.
head
He was
off.
head height with me. I was like, oh, Lee.
Yeah, man.
Two redheads in the
Never
one
done
room
that
does not
before.
mix.
He doesn't give a fuck, Stephen.
And that was always my advice to Deacon. For the life of fucking God,
Talk to
don't
him.
don't marry another redhead. Because when you have pure bloods, you can't. You imagine that? You imagine having 3 kids,
Purebred redheads.
3 kids, 2 rangers having 3 pure bloods. How bad is that?
Do they have green
household?
or blue eyes? 'Cause
Rough.
they reckon the way you're set up there, redhead and blue eyes are the rarest combination.
One of a kind.
Did you know that?
One of a kind.
Special with TH.
Yeah, they reckon
Bethel.
redheads with the blue eyes are the rarest breed.
Oh, just sexy beast, eh? Yeah. So he winks at me. Fucking hell. I just got some spew in the back of my throat. So should we go back on to the actual fishing?
Yeah, there was one thing you wanted to talk about, didn't you? About,
Questions?
No, I got it under wraps. I got that cream all good.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that then. There was a question on the page. Why is that?
Oh yeah, we did have. Yeah, that was. I only saw it last night, and I suppose since we're doing just a little makeup, quick chat about the start of the Barra season, we might as well answer
I
some of
just saw. So that's Adam's fish. Sorry, I've just seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, on the
on the
Audacity
page.
page.
So it's got a 185 cycle on its mouth.
Yeah. So Deacon definitely didn't catch it.
No.
Yeah.
Young lad is a weapon. Yes, he is.
Yep. In so many different ways.
And look, Jody's onto it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did Adam let you hold the fish, Deacon?
he definitely did.
You fucking all
For
over
the,
it.
for the session we had, what, 2.5 hours or so, I got 2 bites,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he did well.
2 hits, missed
He,
both of
he
them.
did really well.
So you had the Matty
I think
syndrome.
one of them he didn't even strike at.
No,
it's
I
like,
didn't.
It's
The
like he
first
didn't
one-
want to bite it.
The
He did
first
like,
one just hit me and I was like, hey,
Oh, that's something
hey.
different. What am I supposed to do?
And the second one was definitely a smaller fish
Yeah.
when we're flicking up against the rocks.
You think that, yeah. Could have been a big one.
No, the next cast you got that little one.
Yeah. True.
Righto, so we do have a couple of questions.
Okay, let's throw them at it. Who's got them to start off with?
Mr. Philip Jensen
Philip Jensen.
says
Is he
here,
a Townsville bloke or
I have no idea, mate.
press his profile? Let's
Loving-
stalk him. Let's stalk him.
Can I just get to the questions
No,
first?
let's hit the profile. Hit the profile. What do we got?
Go on, show
Nah,
us.
it is locked.
Ah.
So it stops
Oh,
stalkers.
well, that's fucked that idea, Philip.
It
no,
Question,
says,
go on.
how do you go about getting bites from Barra that were shut down before the live scope was a thing? For example, what lures and retrieve did you use? Downsize, hard bodies or plastics, silent or rattle, or was there a particular lure that you have that would always seem to get a bite from them?
Yeah, definitely. That's actually a pretty cool question. So before live scope, I suppose the only shut down fish that I ever would find were sandwhoop, point barra, and on those big bends. Basically oceanic fish that'd come in and sit there and stay out of the backwater.
Yeah.
So what we tend to do, like the biggest way you can benefit yourself is to actually bring it through as natural as possible on those times. So something foreign wouldn't work. So, the little vibes, even trolling at speed or faster than the tide was, you might fluke one here or there. Casting paddle tails and all that sort of stuff. The key was to make sure that whatever you were presenting was going with the exact same speed of the tide.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got, say, sand whoops or little lumps, bumps, that sort of thing out in the middle, and the fish would sit on them. They're wanting a whiting or a prawn or a mullet drifting. When that sort of bait moves past there, it's drifting at the exact same speed as the tide. The bait doesn't want to use energy, so it's just drifting with the tide. So I always found if you tried to mimic that, then you get that speed perfect. And I suppose this is similar to what yesterday we were touching on with the prawns.
Yeah.
You're pulling it at that speed as slow as you physically can, which sort of mimics a prawn just moving with the tide. And it's going straight in front of that fish's nose. So what I tended to do, a lot of people use spot lock and anchored. And the easiest way is to actually anchor and live bait. But when you're lure fishing, I didn't want to anchor and I didn't want to spot lock. So I would drift.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have the clients, if I had 3 clients in the boat, I'd set the boat up sideways so we would drift with the tide. We'd be at the exact speed of the tide. And it's the reason I actually bought gimp lures was because we'd run those gimp vibes. And it was a matter of hopping them off the bottom at exactly the same speed that the tide is going. And that was the most successful on closed down fish I'd ever seen. So that's areas, mouth of Morrissey's, mouth of Horton, mouth of Bowley, all those areas that big fish congregated that no one could get to bite. It was all because I was drifting with the tide. Now, it's hard to do if you got 10 boats anchored up there, obviously, but if you went to a paddle tail, not those vibes, then we'd do exactly the same thing, but you can almost just hold them a foot off the bottom and just drift with the tide.
Yeah.
You're not jigging it. You're not moving it. It's almost stationary, but the boat's going at the speed of the tide.
Yeah.
So obviously, if there's a bigger run, there's a bit more push on the boat. You want to use a heavier jig head, but get it there and then run it at that speed.
So you'd like to drift with the tide and then use something that they're gonna see.
That mimicked the tide speed
Yeah.
under the vessel, yes.
Yeah.
So the gimp was the best one. And people go, oh, they don't vibe as good as other vibes. And it was not about vibing. It was about having a physical presence off the bottom right in front of their face. So the two actions of the vibe were exactly what I just sort of explained. And then when you are spot locked or anchored and you cast forward and you jig, one good hit up, drop down, let it jig. They're the only two options I ever run with those vibes.
Yeah.
And that's why I bought the company and built on that, because, those lures were the best thing for it. So yeah, prior to live scope, we did that. Now that we have live scope, we're fishing the same sort of fish and we're finding more patches of them. But we're just bringing those prawns through so slowly that the Barra have plenty of time to see it.
Yep.
So you look at yesterday, like we have massive tides. We're fishing in a couple of little back eddies that, rocks and that sort of thing that were coming out off a point there out the front, and it's just a matter of bringing that lure past at that speed of the tide.
Yeah.
So a bit of a back eddy, there wasn't much tide, so the slower and slower we got, the better. Whereas, if there's a lot of tide and your lure's stuck on the bottom and then you pull it up and it moves fast, well, you're going to actually pull it faster.
Yeah.
Whereas when there's not much tide, yeah. So when we used to talk about closed, shut down fish, there's reasons for them to be shut down. They're not actually, I don't say they're shut down, I just say they're sleeping. They ventured out and they ate last night. They're just,
So what
sitting
you're
there
saying
relaxing,
is,
breaking it down. So what you got to do is have something as natural as possible straight in front of their nose for the longest period of time.
yeah,
Physical.
and it's got to
That
wake
isn't
'em
a
up.
live bait, because you could do it with a live mullet or a live prawn sitting at 20 centimetres in front of their face.
Would-
And they'll eat
would-
it eventually, but
Would you ever same situation drift, but with a live mullet? Drift with a mullet?
no, I didn't like that.
No.
I like to plant them, and reason for it was just you get more movement out of that bait when you're actually anchored.
Mm-hmm.
So, the only time we sort of drifted with liveys is backwaters and,
Yeah.
throwing a bait up in and letting it do its thing because you're in shallows. Whereas that sort of 3, 4, 5 metre depth to where most people think shut down fish are is usually 3 to 6 metres. Dog's having a ball. Usually that 3 to 6 metres, but they're shut down because they're in there relaxing, not any other reason.
Yep.
They've fed last night, they've moved around and they're sitting there chilling. And that's why a lot of those congregations will turn up on neap tides. You won't see them there on big tides. They'll move elsewhere. But yeah, on those neap tides, they sit there and chill out.
Sounds like a team deathmatch over here at the moment. Steve's getting choked out.
Bailey's going to go join.
So we also have
So
extras.
lures wise, the paddle tails we used to run were the old McCarthy's back in the day. They were pretty epic. I think they've just started remaking them, and there's a couple of Chinese versions of them as well, and they're pretty cool. That was what that white paddle tail we had yesterday on. I didn't throw it, but it's
Oh, yep. Do you have any favourite lures to do that now?
I still run the gimps if I want to do that. But
paddle
now
tail?
because paddle tail wise, well, I've got those Chinese versions of the McCarthy, so couldn't find McCarthy's in Australia for a number of years, but there was a Chinese rip-off version of them.
So you'd still use them, but
Yeah, and they still work. The reason I've got one on the rod is just for something different.
there
It
hasn't
does
been
work.
a...
We've got a few Barra on them,
Yeah.
but but that situation doesn't happen as much now because I'm spot locking and
You have live
attacking
scope.
them with live scope with a prawn, so I don't need to go down that
Yeah.
path. Shits and giggles, we might just do it just to see how many we get.
Yeah.
But if we're not catching them on the prawns, then you'd go to that style. Or if you're not catching them on a paddle doing what we're doing, you go to that style.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he says also elaborate more on the 3 metre tides when you head out with the mouths and the creeks fishing headlands for Barra. What to look for along the foreshore? Are you looking for isolated trees that stick out of the drains? And if the weather is too rough out the front, where would you look in the creek? He said beach fishing for Barra is another topic I would love to know about as well. But just with the headlands and the foreshore first.
Yeah, so but the biggest thing you can actually get out of looking at headlands and rocks and mangrove outcrops and everything is to know that whatever they're growing on continues to that water. It's just a matter of whether it's got sand on top of it. So, rock points always continue out. It's just certain areas they just won't be out of the sand. So other areas there will be structure sticking out of the sand 20, 30, 40 mil. Will you put your fucking phone away? Like,
Well, you want me to read out the things? I'm trying
turn
to
your
get
volume
different
down.
ones
did he?
for you.
Did he? Oh, he's trying to find some more rather than that.
Yeah, it
that
was.
comment.
No, it keeps fucking.
Oh, yeah,
when a video pops
autoplay
up.
videos. Turn your fucking autoplay off. I'm no good with technology, and I know that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like autoplay.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the question.
Back to the question. So a rocky headland. So what's the best example? What do we have close here?
Maybe around the top of the end of Paloranda there.
No, we don't need to talk about that. Let's say out off the Cape. So you drive out to Cape Cleveland, you've got 3 or 4 little bays out there. So at the point of every bay, you've got a rocky outcrop. And that extends out in the water for a certain period. And some are 3 rocks, some are 20 metres. Mm-hmm. So even the points off the Cape and that sort of thing, there's the structure extends. What you're seeing on the land actually extends further out into the water underneath too. So typical of a hill, like, you know, if you fill that hill up with water, like water level rises up that hill, well, there's always an angle of the hill continuation. So that's how I look at it. And when you find structure in the water out from that, well, tidal currents blow holes around it and do all that sort of stuff. So, fish holding areas there, and then you get backwaters from it as well, because those points and those little areas that suit create current and back eddies, and when the tide moves past it, it creates a different flow, and that's what Barra sit in. Sometimes they'll just float around in those backwater currents.
Would you say those backwater current, the barras that are sitting in there are more lazy? So it'd be harder to get a bite out of them? Or?
No, because they have actually moved to get there. So a lot of those places are actually out of water at low tide.
Yep.
So those barra have to move. So they use energy.
Yep.
So that's why those ones bite better when presented right.
So you'd think they bite better?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they bite better because they're using energy. They have to feed. Mm-hmm. You know, the more a barra has to swim in their lifetime, the more it's going to physically eat.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yep.
you look at, you know, this skinny guy at school that needed to eat fucking 20 meals a day. Little fucker used to run around everywhere. And you'd be like, fucking, how do you eat so much? But he had to, because he's burning so much energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the fat bloke, me, just going fishing, sitting on an esky. Yeah. Pretty simple, really.
Mate,
isn't
we
it?
used to run around the same as those little pricks at school. We'd think about food and put 10 kilos on.
Yeah. Yeah.
He also mentioned the moon phases as well. Like,
Yeah, I'll forget about them. I don't work off moon phases.
Okay.
I work, you know, in accordance with that, I suppose I work off tides that suit because of the moon phase. But at no stage am I going, okay, we're a day before the full moon, I've got to change my tactics. No. I can use that as an excuse if I want to later, if that makes sense. So if you know, you have a bit of a raw session, usually places like Hinchy are the worst. So Hinchy around the full and the new moon, day either side, very difficult to fish.
Yeah.
You know, well, very, very difficult to fish. And some days can be just like red hot and then suddenly nothing. I think there's a lot more factors there, but definitely those 2 days each side of the full and the new moon in Hinchy's hard to fish. Townsville, you could use that as an excuse if you wanted to, but then I can tell you that some of the best days I've ever had were mornings of full moons, live baiting across the bay and that sort of thing. So if I was looking at moon phases and making decisions based on what I was fishing on those moon phases, there would be many a times I would have failed. I would have said, no, I'm not going to go, but we've caught fish. So some of the big eye-openers with that are the fact that you think, it's going to be hard to fish here, and here, and I'll just go fish what we can with these clients today, and we'll, you know, if we can snatch up a feed and get half a dozen barra, then we're all sweet. And then suddenly you get 20, and you're like, well, I did not expect that in the morning. But if you were looking at reasons why they wouldn't bite, then you're not gonna learn.
As long as Matt's not on the boat.
So
Chucking into trees.
yeah, that's all right. It's not just
question.
Matt; it's a lot of people.
I got a question for, so say
Here we go.
say you were
Here
getting
we go.
into barra fishing or fishing in general, and you'd never looked at it through a screen, like on a boat,
Yeah.
and you're going from land base, would there be anything that you look for?
100%.
Like, say you're going off the beach, would you look for gutters and...
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's in the water there unless you go there on low tide or something. And
Yeah, well, you've just answered yourself there. Wherever you're going to fish, best point of action is low tide.
yeah,
So, go down on these tides where you've got a 0.4 in the middle of the day, 0.6 in the middle of the day, and have a look at a lot of those areas. Find where the ledge is, where the bank drops. So the bank will drop 1 or 2 times before the main floor of the seabed, wherever you're fishing. Sometimes that'll be 2 big ledges. Other times it'll be just a gradient sandbar, or like the mouth of Ross has got a little bit of a sandy ridge there. You drop down there and then you've got 200 metres or 150 metres of that flat coming out near Rosshaven.
yeah,
And then at the end of that flat drops down about 3 foot on a ledge.
yeah,
So find those places at low tide and look at them, and then look at water flow. So the totally different areas, the same area looks totally different on different size tides.
yeah,
So, and this is where people go wrong, is they think, oh, well, that spot's good at high tide. Well, the high tide on a 2.3 metre tide compared to high tide on a 3.9 metre tide in Townsville, you're never going to get the same fish in the same area, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So the fish that are coming into that area on a 4 metre high tide are coming in for a totally different reason as they are on a 2.2 metre high tide.
yeah,
So, they're the same species. That we're talking Barra.
yeah,
So, they're the same species, but they'll be in there for different reasons, and they have different life cycles, and the way they react and move and feed is totally different as well. So,
yeah,
it's an interesting one. But the key with anything is water flow. Dirty water lines when you're bank fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always when you're in a boat, you're looking for dirty water lines as well.
yeah,
So even yesterday when that tide, we got out there fishing that set. It was basically the same colour water everywhere, and then
there's one line.
as it pushed up another foot of tide while we were there for an hour, then you started seeing some dirty water lines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fish tended to stay on those dirty water lines and back currents.
yeah,
And even before we left, I said to you, there's that one little point backwater there.
yeah,
I said, we'll go up to it. There'll be barras there. There has to be barras there. That's where they sit.
and they were.
And they were. They were sitting there.
Yeah.
So we didn't actually fish them. We were ready to
Had
go
5
anyway. I
casts
think we
at
had
them and
5
then-
casts and then out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you're looking for. So any movement, any differences in that current and the tide and the colour is a key as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then bait.
Yeah.
Where's the bait force up? That's another one. Yesterday there wasn't any bait.
So fish where the bait is.
Well, yeah, you'll find the bait's going to go in and sit in an area that it feels safe in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Barra's pretty smart. He's going to go and find that.
He's gonna, yeah,
Yeah. So they're doing exactly the same motion. They're swimming around the same whirlpools. And that's how you got to look at it, with the tide and the way structure is. Look at it all like how the whirlpools are happening and how those current lines are mixing and what's going in. Drop something that's just buoyant that will float and watch it. Even you throw a live bait float out and watch it float around and see where it goes, and you can actually see the current movement. Put 2 foot of line on it with a little pea sinker, and then just see how it moves and where it moves in there, and then everything will start coming back into one little eddy. And sure as shit, that's where you're going to want to catch a barra, because those barra aren't dumb. They're sitting in that eddy waiting for everything else.
yeah, okay, yeah, Yeah.
So that's a good one. Observation skills are the biggest thing you can have. And so
yeah,
if you want to learn before the screen, before all the technology, then those little things are there. And that's what we've touched on in the past, is the guys who have only had that technology, they don't learn as much and they're not seeing as much of that sort of stuff going on around them as the guys who've seen it all before and then, now adjusting to a screen. So you can see, current lines in your screen when you're on scout mode.
yeah,
You can see where it's picking up, where the leaf litter's going through, where the microparticles and all that sort of stuff's moving through. And then you can see the barra sitting on the edge of that. Or you can see the bait sitting on the edge of that. So look at the surface and learn from that as well while you're using the scope, because that's what you'd be doing if you didn't have the scope. So, yeah. And then totally different on beaches. So you're looking for gutters. So the barra are just moping around out there in the gutters waiting. So they're not, like, from everything I know about beach fishing, they're not really there actively feeding at the going out tide and the bottom of the tide. They're just trying to find comfortable gutters where they mope around. And a lot of the videos I've seen and a lot of the fishing that I've done in those gutters, you can cast past 100 of them and they don't eat, and then they do eat. Something triggers them, but they're not actively feeding out there.
Yeah.
They're actively feeding 3/4 of the tide in and the top of the tide.
Yeah.
Because they come up with the bait. So, beaches are an interesting one. And each beach is different, but you can go out with those sand ruts and that sort of thing and follow the deep eddies out. So when we used to fish Bushland Beach quite a lot, catch a lot of barra and a lot of flathead, and the old man used to love long tom, alligator gar. We used to get a lot, up to from that 60 to a metre long. Just the standard alligator gar. They're pretty aggressive. They're cool fish. They're good eating. People scoff at them, but we actually enjoyed them. But what we'd do is we'd get, 100 live mullet and whiting, and then we'd have our 4 rods, 2 each, and we'd have them in PVC rod holders. As the tide drops, we'd walk to the next ledge. So we'd walk out to the next spit, out to the next spit, out to the next spit. Yep. Set up for 20 minutes. Once it got shallow, out to the next one. And there wasn't necessarily a height that suited or anything. It was just different times, and I think it was just different depths of gutters played different roles, and right at the bottom of the tide, and fish know it more than we do, there's always one big gutter somewhere out on those beaches, and that's where they congregate. So Bushy Beach has it. Yeah, Bushy Beach has it. I talked to the guys up in Cairns. A lot of their beaches have it as well. The threadfin turn up in areas there. And, I think a lot of the bait and everything just ends up in one big gutter at the front. And then before the tide turns, there's a percentage of fish that will stay there. There'll be a percentage of fish that'll just move up with the tide and then start feeding. So, if you didn't like the environment, you'd actually find that area and make structure, drag snags out there, make your physical structure, and those fish would never leave it.
Yeah.
Because you'd end up getting schools of herring around it. You put a big snag in one of those holes at the back end of a beach, those barra will never leave, because even when the tide comes in and the herring start there, they just eat. And you've just created a different ecosystem.
Yeah.
And then you've given the mullet up on the beach a better chance of living.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting. But, your eyes are your key. So,
Just taking in what's around you.
Yep. Yeah. Bait's a big one when you're fishing off the bank, where the baits are splashing and going stupid. And, it's a cool one. But, beach fishing's one, I wouldn't say I've perfected, because it's not the style for chartering that we use around Townsville. But, definitely going out, just working your way out in the gutters each way.
I feel like that's just something I want to do, is figure out beach barras.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've caught a couple.
Plenty of them.
I've caught a couple off like land-based beach, and there's something about it. I like catching them land-based beach. I feel like more of a reward.
Yeah, okay.
Than catching them.
I know they're definitely a nicer looking fish.
Yeah.
And this is where people go barras, and it's like no. So when you're catching them at Bushland Beach, and those sort of Paloranda and even along the Strand, as long as you're not getting those fucking pond fish that have gone around into the marina.
Yeah.
Like they're beautiful looking oceanic fish. They hardly go into a river.
Yeah.
Just perfectly chrome, yellow tail. I don't think they do go into rivers very often. So
There's no reason for them to.
no, and they're a cool breed. So
Yeah, I've never done much beach fishing.
no.
Jetty fishing and boat fishing is where it's at for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's some good fish there. And good numbers now that the fishery north of Townsville is, no netting along the beaches. It's only going to get better and better.
What's the plans going forward with the Barra season, with the charters? Have you got much booked around Townsville and the Hinchinbrook yet? Or
Yeah, we've got a little bit. So I think we've got 4 days here coming up. And then I've just opened up with a Facebook post there, the 22nd, 24th to the 26th, I think. So they'll all fill up pretty easily. And, hopefully we don't get too much rain.
yeah, that's the biggest pain in the arse at the moment.
Yeah.
Although, did make shit nice and cool there yesterday morning while we had a bit of a drizzle going while we were throwing.
It'd need to be. You're wearing a jet black shirt.
Fuck, it was hot, man. The last couple of weeks,
No. Let's wear a black shirt in the middle of summer.
See, that's blue Audacity shirt.
the last 6 weeks have been some of the hottest months
Yeah.
I can remember in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how it'll go the next few months. It'll be an interesting one. And talking to Cyclone in another 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. That's all we need.
So I don't know how that'll go, but yeah, no, we'll see how it
The
goes.
amount of people I see on Facebook posts that are like, fuck yeah, cyclone. And I'm like, no. Can't think of anything worse.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a good environmental impact. It's we've had 5 years now of good rains. We haven't had a bad rain. I think we talked about it on one of the other podcasts. It's like it'd be nice to have a dry, wet season, just one. But the problem is that when we do have one, I think we'll have quite a few.
Yeah.
So I think everything's benefiting environmental-wise, fishing-wise, with the rains we've had. So it's not a bad thing. It's just people just got to be patient. You're fishing different styles of barra when it's flooding.
Yeah.
So a lot of what people know and what they've learnt in that second half of every year, the fishing becomes easy. I know I can get them here, here, and here. They ain't there when it's raining. So, which is good because it makes people think about it. If you're not constantly thinking about it or remembering where it was when it was raining last time, where you caught them last time, and we where was I? I was one of the creeks north of Townsville, and there was one patch of barra out the front, and there was nothing up the creek, not a single snag with a barra on, and that's because the creek's flooding. So they're all all those barra that are keen to go up and eat as much as they can up in the freshwater reaches. Well, they're up there. They're not sitting in the saltwater reaches, but that oceanic school that's going to be sitting at the front, that sits at the front of every creek, they've got no interest in going up in the smelly fresh water trying to eat, larvae and small shit coming out of the runoff. So they sit at the mouth waiting for the bigger stuff.
Actually, that's one thing I've always wanted to ask you. Like, just we're talking purely saltwater here. Like, have you had more luck in does it matter how clear the water is catching the barra, or do they prefer like a bit dirtier?
I
Or?
like it a little bit dirtier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rewarding when you catch them in clear water and you have some sessions when it's real clean. They don't bite that well in clean.
Yeah.
I've had a couple sessions up north around Hinchinbrook where it's just really clean water. You can see them 10 metres away and they just spook.
Yeah.
Like you get 1 or 2 for the whole day, but
Yeah.
it's hard to get close enough to catch them.
Hinchinbrook's the hard one, especially guiding people up in Hinchinbrook, because they only want to cast where they think there's a fish. But that fish is 20 metres ahead of them because it's easy boat on those flats when it's a clear day. They can hear everything about your boat. They can see your boat. The reason the fly fishing guys up there and all the high-end guides up there, everything's stealth. And you're blind casting, not casting at fish, because you want to be 20 metres ahead of what you think you're looking at. If you're only throwing what you look at, well, you've already spooked them. If you can see them, they can see you. So, the dirtier the water, the better.
Yeah.
But there's different types of dirty water as well. Massive tidal run to normal tidal run dirty water is a big difference. And then if there is freshwater influx, then it creates a different kind of dirty water. And in a lot of systems, it depends where that rain come from. So the Herbert River has that. It gets a real sediment coming from one part compared to when it runs off from another part. Rocky's the same. So, yeah, if you get that bad water coming through, then it's really got a lot of sediment through it, and it chokes the fish out, and they'll piss off. And that's a different type of dirty.
I was going to say, because I noticed that day we went up there before you took Timmy and Haley out, like when we went across to that, it was crystal clear, some of that water.
Yeah,
and
it
was
makes
just
it
hard
harder.
to get bites.
Oh, it makes it harder to catch barra in clean water. Very, very, very difficult. Yeah. Doesn't mean you can't. You've just got to attack it a little differently. So, cool.
That's all the questions I had from Mr. Jensen anyway.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's got a few more in time.
Anything
Well, that
else you
answers
want to
it,
sort of
so.
jam at, or?
I'm all sweet. I don't know what else we had planned.
I did have a chat to Mundy yesterday while we were fishing, and he was going to sneak on, but family commitments.
Yeah, you got to love that. It always gets in the road of fishing talk, eh?
But
Families.
yeah, we are definitely heading to Girona tomorrow, so
Yep. You enjoy that. You tell everyone where you fish. That's good. You end up with fucking 100 dickheads out there. That's great. You keep doing that.
I don't mind saying the creek, but just not where.
Nah, I don't bother. No, too many people follow. So,
I'm not a charter, but I know it's probably different for you.
Stick it all over the side
I
of the
just
boat,
won't
big
wear my
screen.
Audacity shirt or nothing tomorrow.
it's just one of those things. People don't understand that all the creeks will produce fish. So someone hears something, and suddenly that's their next thing, you know. And that's one of the local guides from years ago used to always go on about where he fished, but the fuckwit would end up flogging a river out, coaxing 100 other boats in that river, and then move to another river when he couldn't catch fish in that river. So, to me, that's just silly.
Well, if anyone listening wants to follow what I'm doing, you won't catch fish.
No, you won't.
More than welcome to follow.
So everyone's sort of happy for me to go fishing when I go because they're like, that's all right.
But the other reason, like, you know, you shouldn't tell people where you are, because I'll fish the opposite, and then I'll get an understanding of where I'll be.
So
I'll be
basically,
like, I'm going here, Matty. I'll be like, Matty tells me he's going here. I'm like, I'll go north. I'll go fish the
opposite.
Hinchinbrook then.
so basically, as long as I say where I'm going and then it decoys them away from you, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
Reverse
I think
psychology.
people will realise that you'll catch them fuck all, and I'll
If
catch
I say
them.
I'm going to Girona, everyone's hooked up and booked out cardboard.
Listen, the lodge.
Lodge is
The
booked
lodge
out.
is booked out.
We actually need to get up there soon. Have another session.
Yeah,
up
that
there.
trip that we went up there was pretty good. We didn't catch any fit barra that. Or he did the day before we went there, and then the day after I left.
It's just a good place.
Isn't that amazing, though? You think about that. Just bad luck.
I
eh?
am pure bad luck sometimes. I
Absolutely
believe that.
bad fucking luck that the day you came, I smacked him before you jumped on the boat. And the day you left, I smacked him.
Bring
Then
us some
the
of them
days you
cola
were there-
prawns. How many of them cola prawns have you got?
The day you turned up, we caught fuck all.
It is a good place up there, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've always said that's sort of like one place I want to retire.
Yeah.
I've loved Lucinda ever since we had a van up there at the park.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there's a little donger up there for sale in the,
You have to live there
in the
for X
caravan
amount.
park. Oh, yeah, okay. No, well, I'm
Good
not
place for
gonna
Deeks.
He's like, oh, yeah, give me a charter boat and I'm up there.
All
I'm
right,
up there.
Charles.
Yeah. We should actually get you fucking... We're going to talk Nathan Kemp. I might have to hit him up.
Yeah.
Next time he's in Townsville, we'll sit down and do a potty, because, you know, last year when we were there, he was actually impressed with how you were and how you were with the clients and everything, and talked to me about, you know, having you up there for a few days with him just as a helping hand, just to see how he does
See,
it.
yeah. He talked to me about that too. I'd like to do that, like see how he runs and
Yep.
everything. Learn stuff off him, and
I think a lot of people forget
it's
you're
how I
16
used
as well.
to.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah. So Campy fishes up there very much like how I used to in the live bait days, and yeah, Andrew Mead in Townsville does the same. I think Moody used to do similar. It's a totally different style with their clients. So it's good for you to know that, because I think that's where you need to be starting off as a guide. You can't just jump straight into being a lure fishing charter guide, looking for big fish. It's you're going to get a lot of donut days jumping down that
It's got to
path.
be a backup.
So, well, not just a backup, but you got to catch fish the best way you physically can catch fish, and that, to start off with, will be a lot of live prawn, live mullet days. Which it's doing the hard yards, but you're young, you're keen,
Yeah.
you'll get it. But seeing how he'll anchor his boat, position his boat to where the fish are, how he presents his bait, how he likes it sitting in the rod holder, all of that sort of stuff's just it's valuable knowledge for you. So we'll have to get hold of Kempy and go up for a weekend or something, and you jump on the boat for a day, and I'll just go for a fish somewhere
Yeah.
and get a little bit of education for you. So I think it'll be valuable.
That'd be good.
What's your plans for the next week, Dick?
Get onto Shimano for a
Dunno.
sponsorship. Loomis for rods.
They're all
Dobbins.
Shimano now. Loomis is Shimano.
Hey, buddy. Tried to bite my face off last week.
Would have been funny. Oh, Stephen trying to be on the mic job here.
We do have a photo of Steve we'll chuck up on the page. He was looking for a set of headphones and had a
Yep.
few things he wanted to say.
Yeah, he talks about as much as Jack Walker. He's probably even a bit more vocal than Jack Walker, and he's got a bit of a smile on his face. So, people who haven't met Steve,
I actually messaged Jack the other night. I was like, catching any fish? Haven't been yet.
no, poor bastard, hasn't been at all.
You know, he said it to himself in that tone. Nah, haven't been yet.
Do you reckon that's what his inner dialogue sounds like?
Nah, haven't. Nah.
Do you want to go for dinner? Oh, I'm not doing that. What's for pizza tonight? What's for dinner tonight? Don't know.
Whatever the missus cooks. Gotta love it.
He's such a good lad.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Did you want to talk about a sponsorship option? What are you, when we talked about that?
Oh, mate, I'm easy. What were your plans behind that?
I don't know. I just had that thought that like eventually we'll go down the path of having some podcast sponsors. It's nothing we're going to try and ram down anyone's throat, but yeah, to the listeners out there, I think we do like a, we'll go say, I don't know, 6 sponsors, where for the next 3 months, obviously listeners get in touch with us, send us a message on the Facebook page. Do a free sponsorship package where we'll plug the business, might even have them on for a chat. In an ideal world, it'd be something to do with the fishing industry or surrounding the fishing industry. So I think that'd be a cool option. If we can get 6 sponsors, we'll do a bit of a heads up and a pump through of the business. And
Yeah, basically,
Yeah,
like
like
no
a-
payments or nothing.
no,
just-
zero
we
payments
will
for that.
just-
We'll just do it just to see whether it is a benefit to businesses, and then something we move on to in the future. They all, every other podcast setup has a sponsorship setup. Yeah, and we can go from there, and we can look at, eventually we'd have paid sponsorships or whatever, and go down that path of what we can do with that money to benefit the community and however we're going to use it. So, yeah, I just thought it was a pretty cool idea if we just get 6 sponsors on board. So yeah, if you're in and around with a business within the tackle industry, or even Dino with the servo or anything like that, like just a free little pump up for their business. It's we try and do it with all the food businesses with Matty anyway. So everywhere gets a plug when it comes to the food side. If it's decent, and if it's absolutely horrible, well I'm always honest about it. I just throw it in his face.
You'll still eat it.
Depends how horrible it is, though.
No, if it's shit, I will say it's shit. So that's
Yeah.
probably not going to help
I think
sponsorships
it's
down the
it's
park.
going to be like a bigger benefit to like locals just starting out too.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like
think so. I think so.
We're all about. Well, it's not an ego thing, you know. Like,
Well, I'll
we're-
throw it
we're-
out there first.
we're-
Gimp Lures is going to have the first sponsorship.
Yeah,
How's that?
yeah.
How's that? So
Well,
we
it's-
can do
it's
that.
about
as
helping each other,
as a plug.
You
Oh,
know, as a community. Like, it's got nothing to do with like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the way we've got to look at it. And then even down the track, when there is eventually paid sponsorships, it's not like it's going straight into our pockets for shits and giggles and our side of it. We'll put that to good use one way or another. prizes and everything there. So
Because it's never been about that for us, eh?
no.
Make enough.
Yep. So no, I just thought that might be an option. So let's knock it off at 6. So if we can get 6 sponsors
Just
when
message.
this comes out, message the page, and we'll take on the first 6 sponsors. So
Do you reckon we should sort of, I don't know, maybe we'll talk about that one off air. But
yeah,
I
there's
just,
so many options too once you go down that path. But the one thing I will stick to is we're not going to just sit there and flog a product, like some people do. It's like, yep, we get, we'll benefit. We'll talk about what it is, and then go from there. So it's never going to be a sit down and try and ram this in front of everyone and say you have to have it.
no.
So, it's similar talk to with the GIMP lures. We tell you what works for us, how it works, why we did it.
Yeah, it's not something
But
we're talking about that we're never going to use.
no, that's right.
Yeah.
So, and I think there's enough businesses in the fishing industry to do that. So, and it doesn't have to be directly fishing. Like I said, it can be a service station. It can be
In and around the
any
industry.
business. Like Wild Local, we do it indirectly with them. They support us. They do our lunches and then Beck cooks for us there as well. So
I believe next week that podcast will be dropping that we did with Dominic too.
possibly, yeah.
Get up there and try the bug burgers, people. Holy shit. Yeah.
It was a bit ridiculous.
And the fruitcake. The fruitcake was good. I'm not a big lover of fruitcake, but I believe we had 2 pieces each.
Yep. Was it Malcolm?
I can't remember.
Oh, I
it was
hope I
delicious.
didn't get that wrong.
I even had some of the ice cream as well.
I
the
apologise if
honey
I got that wrong.
macadamia. Oh my god,
Oh,
Father.
yeah, but you're a bit of an ice cream sort of guy.
I love ice cream. I am a slut for ice cream.
Yeah.
But that bug burger Beck gave us, man, holy, you need to go to Wild Local and try that. That'll probably be number 2 business.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't need promotion. They that food from that fish shop is quality.
Yeah.
Main Street of Ingham on the north side as you're heading out. On the opposite side, they're heading south, but yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a cool little shop. Well, we've got some videos of the shop too that we've put out, so that'll be good.
All right, well, on that note, we'll leave that one. This is, like I said, just a quick filler.
Perfect.
Catch up for the Barra season, and yeah, I'm guessing we'll do it again soon.
Yep. Sweet.
Peace out, homies.
Catches.
Like.
The Oceanic Mafia Boys. What happens on the water stays on the water.